And what's going on, guys? In this video we're going to take you on some recent adventures down to Newquay, UK. We're going to talk about long-term and overseas travel, all that plus some top tips towards the end, so make sure you stick around. Let's dive into it. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Benjamin Harden here, back with another travel and lifestyle video. I put up videos just like these ones that basically contain my personal experiences, and I hope that sharing this sort of information with you guys helps you with your travel adventures that as well. If this interests you, then by all means consider subscribing. I just want to say once again, massive thank you to all the people that have subbed to the channel so far. As I see the community continue to grow, it's a beautiful thing to be able to help a lot more people, and hopefully, all support each other on this ongoing journey. So yeah, we've got a lot to get up to speed today with and catch you guys up on. So let's dive into this video. So let's recap everything up until now. So about 2 months ago, I had a decision whether to book a one-way flight back to my home country, being in the UK, England. I'm originally from Oxford, so to be able to come back here was definitely on my list of things to do, even more so because my older brother, had a stag do and is getting married soon. So I basically kept it completely quiet, a complete secret from everyone. Only 3 people actually knew. The first people on the list was my little brothers. They picked me up from the airport. I basically flew from Perth all the way over to London Heathrow, about 22 hours, give or take. Saw them at the airport. It was a beautiful time. 2 years later, catching up with them, that was amazing. Hugs all around. After I saw my little brothers and we got in the car, we literally went back to Oxfordshire, which is where I'm originally from. And then that is when we surprised my mum.
Ashley had told him to take, well, I think Dad's had that as well, flip-flops.
How's it going?
Oh my God!
I'm back,
eh? God!
How's it going?
Oh my God!
You kept it surprised from me, eh? Your face there was absolutely... What's this?
You were smiling at me when I was talking about flip-flops.
Yeah. Oh man, how are you?
Yeah,
you keep well? I missed you loads, man. It's good to see you.
This morning. I messaged you this morning about Kieran's birthday.
Yeah. Oh, I messaged back.
You didn't let on, did you?
Which was, after being away for so long, like it was absolutely in a moment and a half to be able to see everyone again and give everyone hugs and stuff. And she leapt out of her seat. She was proper buzzing with it, and yeah, it was a great time. After that, I surprised the rest of the family, and then the plan of action was the stag do is based down in Newquay, so we got everyone together the next day, jumped in the car and then headed down south. So after we arrived down in Newquay, we explored the place a little bit, went a bit around the coastline, managed to get a little bit of surf done just on the first couple hours of getting there, which was buzzing. And then that's when I found out the older brother had turned up and he arrived. So me and the other ones, we all got together, went round to the accommodation, and then that's when I jumped in after the rest of them and saw him there and gave him like the biggest hug again.
Hold on a minute!
Hello mate!
How's it going? How you doing? How you going?
We had a few things that were organised there, so by the best man, so we pretty much went out for a nice little meal that night over a place called Belush's, I think it was called, right on the coastline. Had a couple of burgers, nice few drinks, caught up with all the news and that, and all of everyone's friends, and just brought everyone together, which was amazing. And then after that, we went out into the town to see what was going on with the party and the nightlife. After a very much successful night out and very hungover morning, we all had a surfing lesson after breakfast at about 12 o'clock, give or take. This was a place called Escape on the coastline as well. And yeah, we managed to get all of us together, get all the surfboards, take it down to the beach, had an amazing lesson with everyone, and then got on the water after loads of instruction from the surf instructors there. Managed to ride a fair few waves, take out a few stacks along the way, and then yeah, really enjoy everyone's company and enjoying another introduction into the awesome sport that is surfing. And so in this video, I really want to do a massive special thanks and shout out to all of the people that turned up for my brother Kieran's stag do, all his amazing friends from school, college and all that sort of stuff, as well as all the family as well too. Yeah, it was a beautiful time. It was an amazing time that we'd all shared together doing these amazing things, and for some of us, we'd not seen each other in such a long time. It's been like years to decades. So super special thank you to Ash, the best man, for the whole organisation of the trip, and also our surf instructor Ilya at the Escape Surf School. He was amazing, one of the best surf instructors I've had so far. Super helpful, informative, and very good with the guidance on how to get going with the sport. So if you're ever down in Newquay, be sure to check out the Escape Surf School. I'll be sure to put that in the description box below if you wanted to check that out. And so let's move on to the final tips section. As you know, in majority of my videos, I leave the final tips towards the end. This is a nice little helpful way to kind of share a bit of information and things that I've learned along the way to help you with your adventures. So one of the things that I've definitely learned from all this long-term travel of like 8 years in the making is that I really do like value my connections with my loved ones. Being in Australia for 2 years straight with no chance of getting back, obviously because of Rona, it's made me think a lot. It's 100% made me realise like how much I do miss specific people, and when you're constantly thinking about those sorts of things, it builds up in your mind of how excited you're going to be when you do go and see them. And I definitely saw that when I arrived here back in the UK. So if there's one thing I can say, it's that make the most of the time that you have with your loved ones. And if you do go out and you do travel for years on end, then don't forget that obviously your roots are where you first began, and it's amazing to visit when you can and savor the moment. Yeah, defo, for sure. Another little tip that I really want to include in this video, and it's quite funny how this has happened, is it's going to be mindful of distractions. Now, when I came here, when I arrived in the UK, I was kind of off the grid because my phone wasn't working. I didn't sort out my mobile SIM till like only recently, which was like had like 2-3 days without a phone. But you know what, like, because I wasn't on the mobile data and I wasn't getting notifications and stuff like that, it basically meant that like I wasn't constantly on my phone. So through the whole weekend, unless I was recording videos and capturing a few little things, it made me 100% more like in that space and be wanting to make conversation and being able to catch up with people without my phone dinging off, you know. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm really happy that I was able to kind of be off the grid for that time and be there with those people and really truly make the most of that like unique, significant time in Newquay with all of those amazing people. Yeah. One final last tip that we're going to do for this vid, it's going to be keep in contact when you can. Now this is even harder obviously when you live in Australia because you're so far away, and obviously the time zones, that's a big major thing, but I mean, we have FaceTime nowadays, we have like instant messaging straight up, so even just sending a message and trying to organise like a video call or something like that. I used to be really bad at this, but I'm getting a lot better now, and you know what, it makes all the difference because then you can kind of you can kind of look forward to catching up with these people after you've done all these FaceTimes and these video calls and what have you. Obviously, we know to consider, like, when you're traveling, there's a lot of things going on, like especially when you're doing it long term, whether you're relocating to a new place, you're starting up work in a different location, or you're just focusing on the budget to keep money down, like money sorted so you can keep continuing to travel and what have you. But that's not to say, like, a little quick little message to the family or to the friends or to anyone that you've kind of like had a really good connection with, you want to kind of hold on to that, then yeah, it's one of those that I feel like it's a good thing to do, 100%. And over the last 2 years, I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to not completely forget about my life over here, as well as embrace my life over in Australia. And who's not to say that I can't, like, have the best of both worlds in a way. Like, if it was up to me, I would 100% come back after the first year to kind of like not be away from the family so long, because then I feel like I've missed quite a lot. But then also to say, truthfully, hand on heart, that my life is in Australia now, and like after doing 4 different states, of like both, well, of all Victoria, Queensland, Northern Territory, and now Western Australia, to find my base in Perth, I can say that I really do enjoy it there after being there for the said amount of weeks that I was there in the last video. But the one thing I didn't want to happen is that, okay, if I set up a life in Australia, I don't want to forget about everyone back here, you know, like that's 100% not what I'm going to do. And I feel that coming back here to surprise everyone and have all of these amazing moments with each other after the time that I've spent here, it's just been a huge reminder that, like, make the most out of your time with these people, with these amazing family and friends, and enjoy it, you know. I'm super buzzing for what's going to come next over the next few weeks, months, and I can't wait to share this amazing stuff and this amazing stories with you guys as well, so stay posted for that. And so guys, that is all for me today in this video. I just want to say massive thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, be sure to give this a nice big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so. There's more videos hopefully coming soon, and we shall catch you in the next video, wherever we are and wherever we end up. Take care guys, all the best, and speak soon. See you later.